So let's get to ranking these zombies maps. So are we ranking every zombies map?
It's just everything else not made by Treyarch is big.
Agreed. Don't even get me started on the Beast from Beyond or the Tortured Path. You know, I actually like the Tortured Path not.
F-tier. Horrible. No perks or pack-a-punch, are you kidding me?
Well, that's not really fair, Donald. Knock was the very first zombies map and laid the way for everything that came after it. Show some respect. Yeah, seriously, Don. Without map, we wouldn't have the great match we have today. Gotta get that. Can we compromise a few here?
Whatever, let's just move on from this dog shit map.
Alright, next up is Barat.
Solid B tier. I love the creepy atmosphere and the tight map layout. It's very difficult, but that adds to the fun.
These days, the best night out happens when you decide to stay in. Start building your dream backyard at Belgium.
You know, I can agree with that. There's no pack-a-punch, but it did introduce Perca-Colas and the rolling mystery box mechanic. A big step up from shitty that.
I don't know, man. I think it's too scary, and that's no fun. I give it a D. Well, are you serious, Joe? Well, okay, we're putting it in a B.
Great element of the map that never seems to go away.
Hey, I know this map from Vanguard. I love this one.
There are so many things wrong with what you just said. For starters,
I agree, but we'll go back and actually play Shino Nima still. It was cool when it came out, but now it's overshadowed by practically every map that came after it.
if I was being generous, I could see putting it in B tier.
I don't know, I really like it on Vanguard. I'd give it an S tier.
Shut the fuck up, Sloppy Joe. You're a simpleton if you think Vanguard is good. Play a real zombies game like Black Ops 3.
Seriously, Jim. Vanguard was a bigger crowd that's been able to absorb and stabilize the enemies for order. Fuck you, Barack. You didn't exactly try and make things better over there.
Whatever, let's just put this shit in B tier and move on to a real golden map. There is. Surely we can all agree that this is S tier.
Yeah, I can agree with that. The game is the pack-a-punch, monkey bombs, tons of lore, etc. It really was a huge step forward for zombies. Joe, I thought you said you haven't played a lot of these old maps when we did the Moon Easter egg the other day.
We probably just forgot because he has dimensions that's not worried about. That said, their beat is a certified masterpiece, but it can't go any lower than S tier.
That was an easy decision. Glad we agreed. Next up, one of my favorites, Kino. Yeah, I got to back Obama on this one. Kino was so good. It's classic.
Fuck supports the two sissy Democrats like the most overrated zombies map ever. Kino is the lead basis and it's just a worse version of their reason. People only like it because it was their first zombies map. It doesn't hold up.
Yeah, Kino didn't really innovate too much from their reason, but I still like it. I'd say it's a B tier map. I was thinking A tier at least. I mean, it's iconic.
An iconic piece of shit, baby. F tier.
Donald, you are clearly in the minority here. I think it's an S tier, but just to stop your bitching, how about we settle for B tier?
You guys are fucking crazy. Kino is so boring, but whatever.
Now here's an underrated map. 5 is awesome. And we as presidents should all agree that it is a really cool map concept. Well, President Kino, you shit talk you want to spew about 5?
I mean, playing at JFK is really cool, but I have to say it's B tier because the Wonder Weapon is straight ass, and the Pentagon Peak is one of the lamest special rounds ever.
Donald has a point. The winner's howl is dog shit. I stubbed my little toe in the Oval Office desk once, and I think that hurt more than that gun ever could. I'd say we needed the middle of C tier. It's a flawed masterpiece, in my opinion.
Next up is Ascension. I fucking hate this map for a couple reasons. The lack of a new Wonder Weapon and those fucking space monkeys.
The monkeys definitely dragged the map down a line, but it's still a cool map that's fun to go for high rounds on. Come on, they're not that bad. It makes the map challenging. I like that the map starts in black and white. Reminds me of the good old days.
Jesus H. fucking Christ. Somebody come put Grandpa to bed. He thinks the map having no color is a positive.
Focus down. We have a lot of maps left to cover. It's a pretty mediocre old map. George Romero can be a pain in the ass, and the icy waters can be really annoying to deal with. But I think there is good to be found. It's another B tier for me.
Are you guys kidding me? Sleepy Joe, you just don't know perfection when you see it. Call of the Dead has so many amazing features. Sure, the Wonder Weapons are lackluster, but they are unique. And you can get the Wonder Waffle from George after doing the Easter egg. And this is the first time we got the amazing music of Avenged Sevenfold in Call of Duty.
You know, I was leaning more towards B tier as well, but I think Donnie has swayed. The Easter egg is pretty good, and there's two versions depending on if you're playing solo or co-op, which I appreciate. Plus, I have fond memories of rocking out to Avenged Sevenfold while playing this in the Overlord.
Thank you, Barack. Keep bipartisanship as possible after all. Personally, this is an S tier for me.
S tier is just too high. The map does have some glaring issues. Want to meet in the middle at A tier?
I mean, not really, but since you dumbasses can't appreciate the masterpiece that Call of the Dead is, yes, we have to.
All right, Shangri-La's up next. Talk about mid as fuck.
Yeah, Shang is very challenging, but not in a fun way, but more of a I want to pull my hair out kind of way.
I think we may have a unanimous decision here. The baby gun is fun, though, and the Easter egg is pretty good, so I say we put it in D tier. Works for me. Moon is up next.
Moon. Probably the most annoying Black Ops map to play, which is saying something considering some of the maps on there are not that fun.
Put a load of malarkey. Moon is a great map. Joe, you literally just played Moon for the first time the other day and were carried through the Easter egg.
Here he is now.
Hi, I'm just trying to make sense of all this data.
Just get satisfied.
Satisfied.
Oh, wow. The quickest way from 1 billion points of data to a point of view. Satisfied.
You said you wanted a little getaway. This is not what I imagined.
Ooh, call him out Obama, but I'll explain. When you're not in an area with air and being forced to wear that stupid fucking helmet, you can barely hear shit. You're constantly being forced to stop what you're doing and go to spawn to stop excavators from drilling. The astronaut steals your perks, and it's Jug he takes 99% of the time. And the zombies will float towards you and hit you, or you'll float too far into a horde of zombies. Need I continue?
Yeah, but it's zombies. I'm fucking new. Immediate S tier. Donald does make some good points, but the map is absolutely iconic. I can't put it any lower than A tier.
A tier is way too fucking high for Moon. This map is overrated as fuck. The only positive is the Easter egg, which is cool when the stars actually align for you to get everything you need to do it. Waiting for Excavator Pie to breach Tunnel 6 wastes more time than Sleepy Joe's inauguration that nobody watched.
Will you shut up, man? At least I didn't lie about how many people showed up to mine.
Fuck you, Sleepy Joe. All I'm saying is this map cannot go any higher than C tier, and that's me being generous.
Whatever, let's just move on to the next map. Oh God, transit. Talk about something that actually does turn me into Sleepy Joe.
I know you're not shit-talking one of the all-time classics, Joe.
What the fuck are you going on about, Don? Transit sucks and everybody knows it. Yeah, seriously, Donald, this should have been a quick one to get through. Are you saying you actually like transit?
Damn right I am. This map took big risks when it released, and the businessman in me loves taking risks. I mean, you can ride a bus like Rosa fucking Parks on this map.
What the fuck, bro?
And before you call me racist, I'll have you know I actually met Rosa Parks. Terrific. She would have loved transit.
Donald Trump L.
The only one taking an L today is you losers who can't recognize greatness. I mean, for example, transit is huge. Bigger means better. And don't get me started on the wonder weapon. It actually requires skill to use. It's not overpowered for the sake of being overpowered. And there are 2 Easter eggs, depending on if you want to follow Maxis or Richtofen. Even your shitty little knock that you all love so much is in transit.
I can't believe we're listening to this malarkey. Just drop it in F tier, Barry, and let's move on. Okay, Nuketown Zombies is up next. Nuketown is pretty boring, not gonna lie.
Yeah, who likes waiting 20-something rounds for Jug to hopefully fall from the sky? Plus no wonder weapon. Drop this shit in G tier where it belongs.
Will do. Next up is Die Rise. I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts on this one. Hashtag remaster Die Rise. George, you only like this map because there are lots of buildings that are collapsing on it.
Holy shit, Sleepy Joe comes in with a haymaker.
Fuck you, Joe. I happen to enjoy the layout of the map and some of the unique mechanics. The verticality of Die Rise is something we never really saw again. The Sliquifier is one of the strongest wonder weapons, even without a pack-a-punch version. The trample steam is a fun mode of travel across the different buildings, etc.
But aren't you forgetting something, George? For the Easter egg, you have to play with little mahjong tiles like an old white woman. And this map gave us possibly the worst perk ever, Who's Who.
I mean, the Who's Who jingle does slap, though.
Oh, and it takes place in China.
I nominate Die Rise for D tier. Yeah, for real. D tier it is. Sorry, George. Surely we can all agree that Monk of the Dead is an easy S tier? Yeah.
Of course, everything about it is terrific, the best, believe me.
I don't know, guys. I think.
Shut up, Joe. Moving on to Barry.
Search. Good. Finish the drink? Actually, this is starting. Lucky pass. Oh, okay. Oh. I'm gonna hang with that guy for a bit. Why this guy over there? Why this guy? Danny boy.
Fucking done in this is good. You know damn well I'm doing for life.
Let's see your birth certificate.
How about we see your birth certificate to prove you're not the lucky
Hey, come on, we have 2 cars.
Holy shit, they're just giving us up.
No. Why? Smart mouse.
What are we feeling about today? First of all, I think it's a 10 on the easy side. But
If you're upstairs.
I personally think the width is
Give me that shoelace.
I agree.
Give me that shoelace.
I think
Give me that shoelace. Where is it?
It's like
Where is it? Where is it? Give me that chicken spot. Oh, right there. Give me that. Give it a shoelace.
After the solid piece here for me, though. I was leaning more towards C here.
I was thinking easier. I can't stand this match, especially Leroy and his big dumb ass and Jeffy Coates with candy, similar to Joe and his white van.
Fuck you, dumb dumb. It was awesome. Not this bad. All the things I say to you, I think you were about buried all night. We still had lots of matches.
Yeah, all those guys are out. It's music.
Yeah, I really love the ending cutscene too. Samantha looks cute and better than the jungle.
So Shadows of Evil then.
Personally, I don't like the directed blackout streaks of the story. It used to be cool when it was about secret Nazi experiments and shit like that. But the Lovecraftian stuff and different dimensions just made an already complicated story that much more hard to follow. I mean, I get that the blackout street storytelling wasn't that hard to follow. Sure, there was a lot of more surface. The zombies was always like that. Just watch it, Mr. Waffle Waffle video, if that makes sense.
Good sex is a family thing. There's a fucking
Gee,
Yeah, Blondell.
guys, AC. Have your AC on
It
here.
was a perfect example. The aesthetic of the 1920s was perfect, especially the soundtrack. The beast mode mechanic is a cool spin on Afterlife mode from Mob of the Dead, which this map shares a lot of similarities with.
That's perfect. Fair. Blackout 3 is the best game in terms of gameplay, so the maps are fun to play regardless. The Emoticon server is a fun wonder. Marble, parasites, and meatballs where you can
Spent that butt.
up the gameplay of normal zombies. Also, Jeff fucking Goldblum is one of the characters. So can we agree on S tier for Shadow? Yeah, I can accept that. Next up is D.E. Der Eisendrache. One of the greatest maps ever.
For sure, it's in a medieval castle. And as we all know, I'm a sucker for medieval castles.
I don't know, Jack. I didn't like the wonder weapon that much. It seemed kind of weak. Joe, that's because you're slow and never built anything other than this spell. Because you're a middle. Maybe pull out another Mr. Waffle guy and lift the goat spell next time. Awesome. This map has an amazing Easter egg bringing Dempsey home. That ending cutscene still gets to me. And the first ever boss fight in zombies was on this map. It deserves S tier. Actually, the first boss fight in zombies was against the odds, and it shows zombies descent. Just saying.
I know you said this, actually, George, about exodoxy. We pretend that shit doesn't exist a lot.
Well, I know your side likes to spread misinformation, Don. Just had to throw that out there. But just put their eyes dropping in S tier.
Fucking Zetsu, this map sucks.
While I agree with the step down in quality from DE and Shadows, it isn't that bad.
It isn't that bad. The map is ugly as shit. The Easter eggs are not fun. The boss fight is barely a boss fight at all. The process of getting to KP4 is not fun in the slightest. And that Shrek motherfucker zombie is one of the worst special zombies in Treyarch history.
So where do you propose to put it, Donald? I think it's a C tier myself.
F tier, nobody likes this map.
Well, I think you're just shitting on it because some zombie YouTubers told you it wasn't fun and you listen to them, but the spiders scare me, so D tier.
This is good. You're such a pussy, but I'm going to be it is then. Next is your own cooking. I hate this map. Dragon's still
What are you capping it? Up.
I mean, it is kind of ridiculous, but the map itself is pretty fun, and there's two boss fights. Ultimus Nikolai is really hilarious on this map, too.
The big negative for me is the Easter egg being really annoying. Some of those challenges are just not fun or downright frustrating. And the wonder weapon is not that good on high rounds.
Yeah, the Mark III is kind of big, no cap. Don't get me started on those annoying-ass Valkyrie drones. Annoying as fuck. And the dragon constantly breathing fire down on your training spot. So fucking dumb.
Better not let JC backfire here. She sticks up and go rod, Donald. He'll come after you.
Let that little weasel come after me. I don't fucking care. The rod is overrated. It's not the worst map by any means, but I never go back and play it.
I still think it's a solid A tier. It's flawed, but still a great map.
I mean, Donald, you should love it. It takes place in Russia after all.
Oh, shut up with the Russia hoax, Joe.
Moving on, the Revelations. Personally, I think it's fun. B tier effect.
Yeah, I like that there are two really overpowered wonder weapons on it. Makes for a fun and easy high-round experience.
The only way your new ass is ever making it around 100.
We did gotta talk about that Easter egg, though. I mean, it took like a week to solve because of how nonsensical the steps were.
Yeah, who the fuck thought that going around shooting random rocks and bones was a good idea for the Easter egg?
And the boss fight is just the shadows of evil fight recycled.
I think gameplay is more important than the Easter egg, and it was really cool seeing a bunch of old maps return in one map. Plus, there was a lot of cool story details and plot threads tied up via radios and ciphers around the map.
Oh, Sleepy, you poor mistaken fool. Revelations was literally a copy-paste of other maps. There was nothing new gameplay-wise to the formula. No new shield, new wonder weapon, specialist weapon, etc. It was a rip-off.
Personally, it's a C tier.
Fuck you. You cap on your pop
It's
too.
so long. It's a
Get upset.
Follow your grounds.
George, if you ever try and overrule me again, I'll have to throw my shoe at them.
Fuck.
Well, the last time that happened, I dodged that shit with speeds the likes of which you could never fathom. You're darn too. The perk system is ass. Starting with specialist weapons was a big step down from the map-specific ones of Black Ops 3. It made it way too easy as well. I actually love the perk system. It encourages trying new loadouts instead of the same perks every time.
The fact that this recent ad showed up at this exact moment proves that.
Well, Joe, that doesn't really make sense because everyone ran the same 4 perks usually anyways. Dying Wish was a crush perk. Winter's Wail was really overpowered. There was still little variety. What map you were playing would determine what perks you bought. I mean, a lot of the perks were lame anyways, like Blaze Phase. Who uses that shit?
Joe does. Well, still, Blood of the Dead had a lot of good storytelling in it, and the new areas were really interesting to play on, like the new spawn area and the catwalk to get to the prison. And my boy, the Blundergat, was back with a new variant.
No, Sleepy Joe. The only blunder here is your entire presidency. They nerfed the Blundergat and Acid Cat hard from Mob of the Dead. Not to mention the Hell's Retriever was useless since you only had one equipment slot. They removed the plane, added a moving pack-a-punch, and even retconned a lot of the great lore that Mob of the Dead had. Immediate F tier. We pretend this shit doesn't exist too.
I gotta agree as a certified Mob of the Dead enjoyer to see how they fucked up the remake everyone wanted to make. I can't help but cry when I think about it. Okay, calm down, George. It's just a game. Still, to make sure Joe's opinion is taken into account, I'll drop it in D. Thanks. Moving on, we have Classified. I think it lost a lot of the time that Five had, but I also really enjoy how Pack-a-Punch is in Blue Lake. And while now the kid is playing his president, the Ultimate Studio finally returning for the first time since Moon was really great. Plus, they dropped the winner's house, B tier.
Solid point, George. But I would have to say, here, considering the Easter egg was to get to round 100 and fucking minutes. I remember finding out when this game first came out, it was a blue screen at round 149. Never again.
I got to keep down, plus the new areas of the map, so that's the kind of stuff. It is nice how they had the field, though. I would still say it's a B tier. It's one of the better Black Ops 4 feature maps.
Okay, B tier it is then. Next up is one of my favorites, Voyage of Despair.
Seriously? You'd like to shipwreck in the map, unintended? I know you're asking probably on the Titanic or something, but this map layout is horrendous. It's way too discussing zombie guys. The Kraken and his variants are subpar, and the Easter eggs fucking blow. Not to mention it's part of the shitty chaos storyline.
Well, the boss fight was one of Treyarch's best, to be fair.
And the Easter egg is one of Treyarch's worst. I mean, the planet step speaks for itself. That shit is nearly impossible to do solo, and even with friends, it is utterly confusing. Red Road is alone on this. This shit has to go ahead.
Fuck you guys. Y'all can't recognize a good map in history about it. Every chaos match till I die.
We don't be very long, you fucking fossil.
Why are they always making things personal accounts? I'm tired of it. Can't wait till your ass goes to prison.
Then nobody will be there to carry you through every Easter egg, dumbass. You better pardon me, stick those in on Nelson Fuck.
Guys, let's just move on, please. That's all it's not.
Well, everyone knows I hate chaos, but this one is all right, I guess. Not as hyped up as people say it is. I think the layout is just a circle at the end of the day, but I do enjoy the aesthetic of the map. The gladiators and tigers are pretty interesting enemies.
Let's talk about the Easter egg. I think it's pretty decent, although some of the steps are kind of out there, like collecting dust.
Yeah, not sure what that's about. But at the end, you get to fight not one, but motherfucking zombie elephants. I respect 9 as a map, probably the best chaos map to just jump in and play. I can settle for 8 tier.
That's what I'm talking about, Donald. See if we can agree on something.
And not to mention, Donald, it features another banging Avenged Sevenfold track. That's the Easter egg song. Glad that didn't take long, and we all agree.
Oh, I'm sure Joe is about to tell us how much he loves Dead of the Night. What a dumb map. Whoever would have thought we'd be killing Count fucking Dracula and the Wolfman and zombies? So sad. Just thinking about it makes me want to go on a tweet storm.
Well, Donald, you might be surprised to know I don't like this map. I can never figure it out. There's like 100 fucking party spawns on this map, and I don't feel like opening the Mr. Daylight PhD video every time I want to play zombies. Not to mention opening Pack-a-Punch is tedious and monotonous.
I do like the dark and gloomy atmosphere. The silver bullets are a unique mechanic, and the Alistair's Folly is as strong as hell wonder weapon, with a fun upgrade quest.
If by fun upgrade quest, you mean fucking stupid. I mean, this one requires you to pick up vampire kids. What's the exception to the people matter in this game?
And then we can understand before the gun has a plan. Still, I think it belongs at C tier. What do you fellas think? I think it's an A tier. It's my favorite chaos.
I got to side with Donald on this one. This map is good. D tier is the absolute highest I can go. I'd be happy with that.
Thank you, Super Joe. This is why we're first. Maybe I'll drop the city from your name during the campaign scene.
Fine, we'll meet in the middle of C tier since you all want to be. Next is Ancient Eden. Probably the peak of the chaos story, and ironically the end as well.
Yeah, I can't believe just when things are really going to be Eastern Day ended. At least we got that kiss between Medusa and Scarlet during the cutscene.
That shit was pretty hot, and a lot.
I mean, this map is goofy as fuck like all of chaos, but I do like to wonder what my favorite is probably the Hand of Sharon. The field is pretty dope, and the Easter egg is actually really fucking fun.
The Hit Your Mark step is one of the most fun steps in Zombies history.
Yeah, totally.
You said it was 8-0. I know.
Your thing, Joe.
Okay, next up is Alpha Fighter.
All right, motherfucker, you're back to being Sleepy Joe.
Joe, how can you like this dog shit? I mean, it's just Disneyland zombies for Saturday Vision. And the entire bunker is just ripped from Blackout. The Easter egg is not canon. And while secretly out of graduated,
Oh, I thought his name was Avocado.
good luck to you.
Watching the tide of stronger than the truth. The first foundations of the progress. So let's just go up the doors. And supporting my case will be from open hands. You are doing stronger to the person. Please see. The second capsule with a splash of paper brain. Lifting KLC to the capsule.
Day video probably find people on the internet. It's Saturday, it's September the 13th. Not to this one, not to this part, towards the end of the video. We'll start at the top, we'll start at the beginning. That's where we're going to do it. Spencer Knight, goaltender. Signs a 3-year extension. Chicago Blackhawks and cap hit is nice for Pacific. $5,133,353 cap hit for Spencer Knight. Meaning that he's their starter for this season and beyond. And Spencer Knight, I think, has earned that. So, all the best to Spencer Knight from Chicago Blackhawks. Talking about Chicago's young defense, Sam Rendell stating that he welcomes this challenge. He is fine with the pressure, doesn't bother him at all. He's seen as like the number one defenseman coming out of training camp, going into the preseason, and then into the regular season, and we'll see how it goes. But Chicago definitely turning the page, and he is taking the things. So, not to kind of start with too long for Corey Perry, or the LA Kings for that matter. The good news being that the Kings have pretty good depth up front. They can absorb the loss of Perry for that few weeks of the season he is set to miss. But he will definitely be missed by the LA Kings. Perry signing there, of course, looking to get them to a Stanley Cup final after being to that previously. Denzel is a heavy favorite to win college trophies. I don't do gambling on, I don't do betting, I don't do any of that. But the odds makers have Davidoff as a heavy favorite to win college trophies. Interestingly enough, college do have a fault. Going into last season, if I had said, well, Hudson's Square will get New York in here, Montreal fans would have been like, sure, yeah, that's great. THG agreement. But there would have been plenty of others that, and I'm saying before last season got started, but there were plenty of others that, no, it'll be this guy, or it'll be this guy. So, Davidoff being the heavy favorite, we'll see how his rookie season gets going. It's a little bit of pressure on him. Part of the reason why Montreal fans are kind of optimistic going into this season. They were already a playoff team, and they had a full season with Davidoff on top of them. So, that should be fun to watch. Speaking of rookies, and of course, that got double to hype with fans, to be honest. The feed that I keep looking forward to get is just all rookie stuff right now. Just lots of rookies who are present at these rookie camps, a lot of rookie games, and you want to balance it out so like there's a lot of hype, but there are some that are going to be pretty good looking at these too. Vancouver, of course, set play against Seattle. Tempted to watch that game based on it. Willander is obviously hoping to push his way out of the roster. Elias Pettersson, or DP, as he's known, also looking to earn a spot on the roster. If Willander could get on the Canucks roster, it could be one of the top 6 defensemen. That really would bolster their depth on the blue line. We'll see whether or not he starts the season in Vancouver or here in Abbotsford. I can see it going either way. The fact that Willander doesn't have to clear the paper might very well be what dictates Elliot's moves after training camp when he starts tearing down the roster a little bit. But Willander has good numbers coming out of the NCAA, and honestly, I do like his chances on Vancouver blue line that could use. Willander's energy is still up, so yeah, that'll turn it out. Gavin Weeks is reported. Usually he reports early before contracts are signed and things are announced. He's reporting that extension talks between the Toronto Maple Leafs and Stolars are proceeding well, and then either side is leaving any stone unturned, basically trying to do whatever they can to get the deal done. So they can get a deal between the Toronto Maple Leafs and Anthony Stolars before the season gets rolling. I think that would be great for both the goaltender and for the team. Stolars is an excellent goaltender. I'd love to see him play 55 games this year for Toronto and really solidify his spot as one of the best starters in the game. I say that in all honesty. I've been a Stolars fan since he was at Anaheim, so this is nothing new for me. But speaking of nothing new, when you're looking at hockey right now, there are 3 games that are everywhere, and it's already starting to drive me kind of crazy. Until McDavid signed a contract, everything just sounds the same, So every article I read, everything I'm seeing on David, this all feels very the same until something changes with the negotiations. Again, extension or something else happens. There's nothing really to report on at this point. And Quinn Hughes, I get it, he has an expiring contract in 2027. So is Cale McCarr. I don't see anybody candidating this. The ads that have been out early in the playoffs the last couple of years are going to keep McCarr. And while there's certainly some discussion about the McCarr extension, it's more along the lines of how much is that going to be worth? The answer is everything. Just take a break truck, you back it up to his house and go, just tell us how much you want. There's your Cale McCarr. But Quinn Hughes is in a similar situation where I stepped back with the break truck to his house. But it's all very much speculation and just, I think the insecurity of fans comes through in a lot of this. Our star player is going to leave. What are we going to do? Oh my gosh, this is the end of it. Our team's going to be terrible again. I'm more along the lines of he's under contract in Vancouver until 2027, so that's that. And then all of the Crosby talk. And I thought it was going away this year. I thought it would go away. I thought it would especially go away if he said, I don't want to play anywhere but Pittsburgh, but all of the discussion seems to be centered around what Montreal might be able to do. Montreal might be able to get him. Why? Because the advantage is a Montreal fan. It's odd to me. So, at any rate, that's where the hockey news is at right now. They basically Crosby and McDavid Hughes, and that's all about whether or not they're going to stay where they are. And yeah, nothing day-to-day changes, but the way the media reports on you think there's stuff that's going to happen.
for that for Amazon These are perfect. We're gonna pause with an entire. Oh my god, it's so bad. No. Oh no, what am I gonna do? That's an entire gallon. Oh boy. Oh my god, it's not so sad. I'm gonna do this. Okay, we'll have to try to. Let's see if we have to think of something. Oh, please, so. At the top. Guess we'll just leave this open and door, right? You will start to the van trip, huh? Into that, baby. Oh, wow. I've been under here in a long time. Get on the glass. Oh, this is wet too. Oh, boy. You know, a gallon of water doesn't seem like a lot until you step into it. Silver lining here, we're happy, we're healthy, we're okay. The van is clean, and probably the first time in years we've been able to sit like this. The people who got in the car accident are walking, they're okay. So yeah, we're happy and healthy. Yeah, now I'm going to second guess having a glass gallon jug. So, really not as fun. Anyways, yeah, good start to this van trip after a couple months not being on the road. Let's see what they take us tonight. Honestly, I have no idea what this is. Oh my gosh, the dogs don't know what to do without their area. Sorry guys, look at that too. Okay, let's see if we want just a really clear here. I have this trap. Here we go. This is one of those moments I wish I had a dashboard so you could have seen how intense that was. I feel like so thankful. Love of wild. I'll explain what we're doing a little bit later. Let's just not a few hours of driving out here. Okay, let's see what we're down here. And then we're liable to get there. Let's see if we can find something. Oh, I really should secure everything. You know what? That'll just have to be for today. Alright, we're gonna take it nice and slow. Can't respond to. Oh yeah, this is a road. This is a rough road. It's big wildflower seeding. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. This road looks like it goes for another spot. I don't know. Okay, so while we were driving, it looks like this road. It's a little gnarly, but it looks like it goes to only on the spot in the area. And luckily, it is not dark out yet. So, thanks for getting stuff. Where am I? Oh, I got to put it out. There, out the window. There you go. Look how beautiful. I know I hear you. Oh. Okay, so this. I've never been on but yeah, this looks like there's a lot of bugs and rocks. Alright, let me check real quick. One sec, boys. One sec. That is a good option. Oh, Okay, I'm going to show you guys my God, if you look like it's not on me. So it's kind of annoying. It makes me look like a little baby. But, I actually don't want to make it. There's no that one. This is a good 1.5 feet. That's good 2 feet. It's risky, but it's not that. So I think we're just going to send it. A little bit of this work. Because I can't turn around. Oh, you're going to sleep. Go to sleep right here. You know what? This thing was made to rocky this roast. So let's turn corner corner. Hey, we're corner corner. Solve this nice and slowly. We already have a little. Ooh. If I want to focus on driving, I'm not going to set up the camera here. And it's just access. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, it's funny. Lately, I've been invited to a lot of off-road events with different car companies. And I gotta say, these roads are always like 4x harder than those ones. The road feels so beautiful that I try over there. But also like the technology and stuff like that. It's part of it. This might be it. Oh my gosh. This is it. I was when we were sleeping at the horse store. Oh, just in time for the perfect. That's it. Let's do it. Wait, get back here. Let's get those lights on. Honestly, this is better than expected. You guys, perfect timing. And the chapter is perfect. Stuff like that. That's not very much down. It's out of it. You really don't have to expand anything. So here, there's still snow, as you can see. So it's like 20, 30 degrees. That's just perfect. So I'm really happy with the decision. But it's still got to move some of this water. It's got to keep going down the slide. You better put some snow with that right there. And wonderful, buddy. Very full on me. Let's put these on the dash now. Oh, shoot, I just fell down here. It's going under here. No. I'm clumsy today. I mean, I'm clumsy every day, but today's a little extra for sure. It's probably a good day. I'm sorry for wearing myself up. I know what done with it. How you guys get this to me? Headlamp activate. Huh? That is. Alright, boys. Alright. Oh, wow. I mean, you guys, how amazing is this? We'll probably turn to the loud because there is a thundering river right here on the right spot. We'll check it out in the morning. But there is some good lights. Oh, how beautiful is my van look in this lighting. Hey, no, I didn't miss it. Because I can't do the disaster. After all, I'm just broken. It's too good to get on the work yet. No, we're not later, but yeah, that's it. Today's the day, huh? Lots of disasters. Did you decide that my drone was a ball before takeoff and I just did it? Yeah. Now the motor is on? Oh, yeah. It's okay. It's not your fault. It's your fault. Keep it doing that. This needs a bigger makeover, but we'll do that in a second. First, you gotta eat. Here you go, good boy. There you go, Robbie. Okay, you guys. There's like one of those where it feels like I'm going to push everything on for a while. This guy has only pushed my ability to do that. The ground's broken. I think I'm just sometimes funny to do. So I get my so, on that note, we're going to see this that salad. Believe it, some of the veggies I harvested from my own garden this morning. Hopefully you get that. Okay, today's mini motto is probably just surviving, not burning. Oh, there's a root. Cheers. Choose surviving, not burning. And a new day tomorrow. Okay, now start playing all this. Not 100% clean, but that'll definitely do everything for me. Put that in this one. Yes. Oh, nice. Get there for my $8. Okay. Okay, I put your face. I got you. I got you. Oh, yeah, I got you. Okay, both my boys have it. Make one good. Let's see. That's probably gonna be mine. The tap water tell me what the vibes. Really can't say what it is. So we can all match. Or you got one after this too. You can. Days like today make me question why I have a property that I don't just go back to LA and be on full time. It's just just what we want. I spent way too much time on the property. I don't regret the property. I think it's smart. I have food, I have chickens, I love them, I have renters, so it's like such a smart investment. And I just a good contractor, I'll make sure that later on, we have an investment. So like, yes, that is smart. So it saves us today, we're up like simple life, being on the road, just living your hand, nothing else, there's all the responsibilities, other than the work you have, and family, and this is what life is about. And it's just like the smart stuff. There's controlling your own food, controlling your own food, stuff like this. This is what life is about. If it's a rough start for day two, it's like that. Sorry for the static noise out here. It's just the rushing river. And, yeah, that's just actually very beautiful time. So, you guys just realized right now, this area right here is my perfect mountain property. It has the mountains in the canyon on each side, hiking trails, the beautiful river, greenery, no foxtails, no poison oak. If I had to pick, if this was for sale, I would work so damn hard to buy it tomorrow. This is what I want to buy. I figured it out. Oh my god, I'm not small. Not today, not today. This is it. If you know anywhere that's for sale like this, Colorado and West, let me know. This checks every single box. And when you talk about we're just equally just as good, but I think in order to live in a house, I would need this. This is the only way I could be actually in a house. From investment property, stuff like that. Today, I feel that a cabin or a house is going to have to be a place like this. Okay, I'm talking about this front door in a big height today. Something about me that you guys just might not know is that I tend to get really bad headaches if I don't hydrate correctly leading up to an activity, but then also keeping it up during. So we are making ourselves an element mix to start this overnight. Oh yeah, we're going with this one. So element is an electrolyte drink mix that in short gives you everything and nothing in a show. You know, someone who's tried electrolytes for years now, salt tablets, everything, you name it. I can confirm that element is the only one that consistently has come to the headaches away. But what I really love about element is there's no gum. No sugar, no coloring, no artificial ingredients, no gluten, no fillers, no BS. I love element. I'm highly recommend. Even more, I'm so excited about the integrated partner because I love the partnering programs that I actually use. And they are offering 1950 free 8-pack sampler with any single order. So if you guys are interested, just go to drinkelement.com/community. Make sure you use that link to get that offer. That also helps us out. But again, it's drinkelement.com/community.
All right, you ready to run the Monopoly?
Yes, you guys haven't played this before, but I'm super excited. Yeah, I haven't played this with you guys yet, so I'm pumped.
Same here. Let's do this, big boys. Oh, we have to put something together for them. But answer your question, Dad. Yes, you're not playing with us. What the hell are you doing? I agree to play this with my friends. And besides, there isn't enough room for you. Then why the hell do I have to be here for this? Like I finished, you have no choice and you will witness what an amazing friend group we are with you aren't included in it. Starting with this already? By the way, George, I will start us off to keep it playing. That's cool with you guys. Why the hell did you play exactly? My name is Joe Biden. I like trains. Choo-choo, boys. That was very morning now.
I'll be the references to the door. It reminds me of my bestie.
The Blazers is out of control already.
I guess I'm the shoe, huh? I don't mind it.
Glad you got that sorted out. I'm excited for this game, boys. It's just a bunch of you guys even know how to play the Monopoly. We've never played it before.
Don't question our intelligence, Ron. They're very smart people.
I would say that you guys want.
Maybe if we spend less time on brain dead games like Overwatch and Pokemon,
Excuse me?
we would know we can handle something like Monopoly.
Keep spitting that facts out, my friend. Stop lying to yourself, Donald. You love Pokemon. You love Pokemon. That's our thing.
Always been the call for less than a minute. It's already starting to most desperate.
That's the truth, my friend.
Instead of focusing on some pointless like that, let's focus on having fun with Monopoly. No other doing.
I 100% agree with you. It looks like you're starting us off here.
Hell yeah! I'm super pumped for this. Now this is what I call a board game. For real. It's not like that game of life grab bear and is playing. I write for way what you write about that team.
Yeah, this one takes way more skill for sure.
Seriously, guys, most of you guys who play the game of life, last time I checked, that was also like this. Why are you guys thinking like this?
Enough caffeine, Carmen. It's my turn to cook here.
Yeah, I guess we actually need to focus on this game because it requires more attention. There's also a one thing that's going to get this game too, you know?
Nobody cares for what you have to say to
What happens?
The more important thing, I'm glad I go to the property for my first turn. That's a solid start, Bill. Let's see if you can do anything with that property, though, in the long term. I guess only time to tell.
I would have told the boy they needed to. Let's go. How about that?
I've been talking a lot. You're not going to play with us.
You don't need to be like this right now. We don't know this well. It looks like my best team will have to negotiate at some point if it will take over the light reset, huh?
I guess so, Betsy. I'm ready for that whenever it happens.
As long as Scotty don't get to do it and win, then we should be competitive.
Unneeded commentary from you, Barack. Don't bother with that kind of crap, okay?
If I really get screwed over on my very first turn, how does that even happen?
Relax, darling. It's only $4 for that other side. This was the one aspect of the game I was talking about earlier. Did anybody ask me your analysis there? I'm not playing, so I could be allowed to commentate.
Think about the top of your end. It's about way more than the $4. I didn't plan on anything useful, so I'm going to disadvantage already.
That's what I call solid analysis. Good job, Donald.
You too. My name is Joe Biden, and I like cricket.
Already running on the chance space, huh?
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, boys.
Excellent, my friend.
$200 on the first turn already, huh? The train is just goaded.
I see you, Joe. That was a productive turn to say the least.
Damn right it was. Let's see how your next turn goes, Bill.
Typically, chance cards will get you a negative result. You got pretty lucky this year. Once again, you're being so damn miserable, Barrett. This is why you're not playing with us right now. The other reason why I'm not playing is because you're so trying to steal my friends.
Okay, that's good. I just got another property. I have a lot of negotiating power, if you ask me.
Exactly. That's what you should be focusing on instead of rock skating. But it is the most gaslighting crazy killer. You know good damn well what you're doing. Keep having nonsense. It's not wrong. In the meantime, I will once again be negotiating with my bestie on a color set by grabbing Virginia Avenue.
You and Bill are cooking to say the least. Fact. To have two properties this early is definitely advantageous for you guys.
Are you being serious right now? How am I getting out more money on my second turn? I am stoked up. Realize what you guys haven't gotten any relevant properties
Yeah, but he's really telling them under the last while you get into the microphone.
This really is a skill to you. You've been very stressful person. Stressful.
I don't think anybody has to go. I think he's allowed to talk. That is the difference. When I am his friend, compared to when you were his friend. Here's the fact. Don't drown out their voices without any more that. This gaslighting is just insane. You guys need to wake the hell up.
More like you need to shut the hell up. How about that?
Couldn't have said it any better, Joe. Nice one.
And if you look at that, everyone except for me has at least one property.
You really need to take a deep breath, Donald. This is just the beginning of the game.
You don't get to tell me to calm down when you can't do that yourself.
Guys, just wait my turn. I got two properties, including one of the railroads. I'm feeling good about this.
Speaking of the railroads, Joe, even still, you're going to take the grab that off the street.
Not to see if you can offer to it. I'm open to a fair deal.
Something's telling me that won't be fair.
Nobody asked me, Darren, but now I have even more negotiating power by grabbing Indiana Avenue.
That's interesting, Dad. It goes what's it going to take to grab that off the street.
I guess only time will tell, right? Like Joe, I am also open-minded to potentially giving you my red property.
Why the hell would you do that? The red session for the best thing in the world.
Did you not just hear what I said? Folks, I said that I would be open-minded to hearing of a potential deal for me.
Barack doesn't listen. He just gathers. He just thinks for himself. That's just who he is. Remember?
You can't care about that voice?
Okay, shut the hell up, Donald. Why don't you worry about fixing the property first before you try to do it?
Don't listen to them, Thomas. You're just getting unlucky. I'm sure your luck will turn around soon.
You're right, Joe. I can't be miserable and negative like Derek.
I'm really trying to figure out what the hell is wrong with you two in particular. Get over it, Barack. They just tanked it. I no longer want to be friends with you. Yeah, I think it's going to be better.
Okay, well, how about we say this kitchen?
Get him out of here.
Bring you down. So can you leave us alone? Like James.
I don't believe you. Not for one second.
You're in denial. It's disgusting. Again, you should get some help for that. That's not okay. How could you guys be like this to me?
God, I love hearing you in pain and misery. Just shut up, George. I'm seriously, just shut up.
Don't talk to our friend like that. Yeah, what the hell is the matter with you?
Everything is fine. I will grant you a list, but only after we finish this game. How about that?
Sounds great to me. After all, it's Barack's fault that I landed on the luxury tax stage.
And everything's my fault. I'm something else. Good one, Joe. Keep it up. You got to show. All the judge, I hope you know that. Womp, womp, ha, 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 that's funny as hell, Donald.
Keep getting that railroad. What are you trying to do about it?
Well, I'm trying to get the set. So you know I'm going to be reaching out to you later for a potential deal.
All right, well, seems like you finally got a damn property.
Yeah, you can use one right about this. Yeah, you got a really good property that is used.
My first landing on the gas station. How's that? Boy, huh?
Well, this is something good. Okay, you don't get the stock on it.
Thank God. It's a no-brainer to buy Illinois Avenue. I finally have something coming, boys.
I spent a lot of time in Illinois.
Stop trying to insert yourself in our friend group. We don't need to talk.
Seriously, Bell, on the phone?
You're getting annoying, Barry. Just sit there quietly and lock us up front in front of the skin.
You put on stand silently? I'm allowed to talk.
Someone's sounding zesty again.
I just want down a little last year. That crap's absolutely.
At least my best to can laugh, unlike the miserable habit Scott.
I think it's won the second prize at a shooting contest. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you, my friend.
What movement can we get in relation to a music contest?
In what movement you actually capable of setting up is?
Exactly my thought, Donald. 2,000% making tournament. So much can't be driving, I swear to God.
Just like that, boys. I got another $200 and I'm racking up the dough right now.
Damn right you are, Joe. You'll be in a solid position in the long term, that's for sure.
Definitely be the relevant property set, though.
The game has started, Sarah, so I don't need to be saying that.
And just like you, Joe, I'll be getting $200 myself.
Amazing job, Bessie. You're definitely on the right track, to say the least. Sounds like you're something up against it you can stand in a future deal.
Well, this is a positive friendship, Barrett.
It's for
You
us.
know anything about that?
To answer your question, my friend, he doesn't. And that is why he is not a part of our friend group.
Getting your facts out there. You do nothing but spit out facts.
And you do nothing but open blades, Joe. What the hell is the matter with you? There's nothing wrong with it, so stop disrespecting that by asking them a question like that.
I appreciate you defending me, George, Sarah.
Now, you can't be serious with this. By the way, Joe, I'm going to need you to learn a little sooner than later, okay? You understand? You already have two girls, so you don't get enough to say.
I will do whatever is in my best interest.
Glad to hear it. And hey, Donald, what's it going to take to grab that yellow property off of you? Why the hell did you just do that to you? There's only advantage to how he's the only one with the other property.
Stop talking to me, John. It's getting annoying at this point. You know, I wish we could stick them out like that.
Listen, my friends, but hey, Donald, what's it going to take to grab that green property off of you? It's still a long job, Donald. Do not entertain that conversation.
I will do whatever the hell I want. Who's to make you hard to tell me otherwise?
On your damn funny. Don't forget that.
Did April Fool's already? That's a good one, Sarah.
Good one, go. Your laugh sounds terrible, too. Get that checked out.
If you sound way too messy, baby, you should get that checked out.
That's damn true.
You got the last pink property, huh, Joe? What's it going to take to grab that off his head?
See, Bill, there's still plenty of properties out there since negotiating will happen shortly.
Translated. Joe's going to be out George and doing everything without getting a fair return.
Will you shut up, Barrett?
Excuse me.
You think you know everything, huh?
Unfortunately, that's just how he is. I didn't even help. No gaslighting, the gaslighting Master George.
Speaking of light, I just picked up the electric company.
That is super valuable pickup, Bessie. Transmission, water works, a building set. God, your money is ridiculous. Is this your way of trying to manipulate the negotiations before they just take place? Nobody cares what you have to say, Barrett. But speaking of negotiations, don't do it still. I'm going to need that last railroad off of you.
What are you looking to give in return?
Go on to take this class, go with the think the railroad said, and you have no set in return.
Can you let me talk real, or are you just wanting the attention of the damn time?
No listening. Mark benefited from this potential deal.
What do you have to offer to work on all these?
For the love of God, you're up to growing. Well, we got a big property this your last turn. So how would you like my big property so you're one away from the set? That has got to be the stupidest proposal I've ever heard.
Can you keep your mouth shut and let Joe decipher himself? He's a grown man. Yeah, you're treating him like a baby.
Not even the babies can set the horrible offer like this. Don't do it, Joe. So I can throw the money to sweep the pot in there, but the value of each property is similar. Don't start with that guy. You don't really damn well what you're doing.
It seems like a fair offer. You're taking salaries you want big property away from how you set after this.
Joe, use your damn brain. You still have to negotiate with Bill for that last big property. Joe should accept my offer. I'm always looking after my friends.
Guys, what the hell, Joe?
I knew I could count on you to be open-minded about these deals, Joe. Glad you're not manipulated from Barat's concept man himself. Congratulations. You promised this handed George to win. How the hell did you benefit from that trade? Don't call my friends clowns, Barat. That's not nice. The manipulation and gaslighting is ridiculous. Can you three open your damn eyes?
Shut up. You made me land on the luxury tax just like you did with Bill.
Super duper fair.
I was going to explain to that. You just hear yourself, Donald?
You got terrible energy. You're like a rain cloud, retarded, negative. That's affecting our gameplay for the worse.
That is terrible, you know.
Look what you made me do, Barra. You made me land on free parking and not a property.
Shut the hell up, you Nancy Brown. What happened to you negotiating with Bill for that last big property, huh?
You time I will. I need more assets to make it more appealing for Bill to give me that property. But you wouldn't know that since you don't know anything about this game.
And Barack also made me land on free parking. This is getting ridiculous at this point.
You guys would just go in field because of your guys' low IQ. Not me.
Why are you yapping so much? So you only make one trade and you're acting like the world is ended.
I'm calling it how it is. That was an awful deal that goes in. I'm just looking out for them. That's all.
We're not friends, Baron. I don't need you looking out for me.
Okay, it's my turn to make some money here. Try not to ruin my turn again, Baron.
Yeah, totally. Because I am the reason why they're losing right now.
So you even admitted to it. Did you not hear the damn sarcasm? Or you that's stupid. I think you're the stupid one, Barrett. They said the damn truth.
You keep avoiding. My name is Joe Biden. I like trains. You like trains, so you literally give up your railroad for bad opinions? All right, stop with the bad energy. I need to continue. Oh, yeah, because I'm sure that's actually impacting the game. Oh, because my friend Joe told you to stop with the bad energy. He landed on a valuable property. Good job, Joe. No problem, my friend. By the way, what's it going to take to grab that yellow property out of your hand? For the love of God, do not fall for that trap again.
Okay, that was suggestive sounding. I just needed to point that out.
And somebody could have pointed out the control.
It's the truth.
Could have laid off the McDonald's once in a while.
You know what? I'm going to take the high road and not respond to that.
Good job, Donald. Oh, crap. It's not that you won't respond to that. It's that you can't respond to that.
So did you guys see how I pitch up the other utility property? I am cooking right now, boys.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone is scared of landing on electric company or waterworks. It is a lethal set to have for sure, Bestie. More fake. Let's see what other gourmet cooking you can do moving forward.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for the $10, by the way, Bestie.
No problem, Bestie. That's what friends do. Are you guys playing Monopoly, or are you guys just having a deep beat writing session right now?
Your voice is actually annoying right now, Barrett. Could you please stop talking for 1 minute?
He couldn't stop yapping, even if he wanted to.
Forgive me for trying to save our damn friendships. You guys are doing nothing to help you know.
And how many times do we have to tell you that we're not friends anymore? Why can't you accept that?
I refuse. I know George is the reason for this crap. This is so pathetic, Barack. Even for you. But keep it up, though. It's fun seeing you like this. You're going to go to hell, George. You do realize that, right? The hell you say about me?
That's such an awful thing to say to anybody, Barrett. Please leave us alone after this. You're an awful person for saying something like that.
2 words for you.
Nobody wants to hear from you anymore, Barrett.
Wake up!
God, you help so badly. I hope you get it moving forward.
You can say that again, Joe. If it's anybody who needs help, it's George. Not true at all. Donald's dumb, having self-brought George back, and look where we are now.
Why do you keep living in the past? This is why you can't accept the present.
Because you rushed George back, you doofus. Stop talking about me like I'm some unstable individual.
You are.
You're the one who's unstable.
Preach it more, George.
Shut up, Joe. Don't think I forgot about your dumb having self. Bill is giving up $200 because you gave George the set for nothing. See, this is why they don't want to be your friends. You're telling them to shut up. You're calling them dumb. You're calling them stupid. Do you not see this? You have said and have done way worse things than me. You don't get to talk.
Give it a break, would you? It's ridiculous how annoying you are right now.
And it's ridiculous how excessive your guys' need writing is.
Okay, shut up. Our friend George just got the first orange property. Nicely played, my friend.
Thank you for the praise, my friend. Barrett could never. So George has all the railroads, and he's about to somehow get the entire orange set too.
Okay, how stupid are you? Only one of the 3 orange properties have been taken. Why would you conclude that George will get that set?
Considering how he got the railroad set, it's going to get the entire damn board.
Why the hell are you still talking?
Bill just asked me a question, you damn idiot. I get to respond.
You do not get to respond. You have to sit there quietly and take it.
I don't even know why you're focused on me when you're way behind everyone else.
Because you keep yapping, and things are about to change now. I just grabbed an important property in Kentucky Avenue. Nice one, Donald. I see that you'll run away from completing the set. Yeah, I'm going to need that property also, you, Bill. What's it going to take?
You don't have crap to offer, Bill, Donald. Don't even start with that. Why do you feel the need to yell? What's wrong with you? Everything is wrong with him, guys. That's just who he is, unfortunately. History needs to be admitted into the psychiatric ward of idiocy.
God, you're losing it, Barrett. It's honestly pathetic.
How about you listen to my next word, Mr. Lewis?
Bro thinks he can tell us what to do.
For real, Bestie, it's a joke. Your whole damn life is a joke, Felix.
Don't talk about my bestie like that.
What the hell are you going to do about it?
Well, my bestie is asking about the rent company bid, so how about I give it to you?
Wait, what? You really did that for me, Bestie. This is supposed to be guys that want to have George get rent, huh?
Well, even though Donald is one that property ready to be set, my bestie has something that I actually want.
Which is what, Bestie? I'll do anything.
I want your license property, bestie. That is, if you don't harm me.
Seriously, Bill? Here I come, Joe's deal with that.
That's a great scheme out of zestiness, Baron.
Stop making fun of my voice, Dan.
It actually makes sense, though. Donald doesn't have anything that will help Bill. Bill is getting the most of something that isn't particularly useful for him. Good one, Bill.
That's an insane analysis, Joe. Great job.
I'm done with this. Bills is getting way more. And I mean way more value for giving up a valuable red property. Why are you so controlling? For real, you should let me make my own decisions without you breathing on my damn neck all the time. Because that's just who he is, my friend. You're not your friend, sorry you had to deal with Barra for so long.
Don't be sorry, George. We're just happy that we're with you now and not Barra. Yeah, for real. I'm glad I can do business like this with you, by the way. It just goes to show how flexible and open-minded you are, Bestie.
You don't have to be flexible and open-minded for such a disgusting and lopsided deal like that, you clown.
Why do you keep calling everybody a clown? What's the matter with you?
In life, there is no evil will often throw their own insecurities onto other people. So deep within, there's knows that he's the clown, not us.
You are so smart for thinking that, Bessie. Yeah, that's just a super smart thing to say. You're in the house, George.
You guys are so stupid looking at the manipulation like this. This is a complete joke.
You're the stupid one, Veronica.
Well, you're the stupid one.
That's enough, Veronica. You're going to try giving you a second chance to get me on the stair.
Ain't that the truth?
Don't you're alone. Really think about how badly you messed up with us.
You know what? I'm not going to be alone. I am going to be around better friends one day. Just you wait.
Nobody will want to be friends with such a miserable person like you, Barrett. Be honest with yourself.
I love you guys. You guys are making me feel so good right now. There's something seriously wrong with you, George. Well, let's see. I have 3 friends in the call. You don't have it. So is there something wrong with me or is there something wrong with you?
Just like you said earlier, George, in life, people often throw their own insecurities onto other people.
Just look at that hotel room already. This is the most disgusting thing in the world right now. Couldn't sound telephone if you ask me.
Well, really, so miserable.
You would cost $200 to do it.
So what?
You have to just go on something they're going to this kid wearing having fun.
That was lame as hell.
That's why he did something. I know, right? You think you're cool or something, Joe? I'm trying to give up $60 for the damn utility.
Joe's definitely done.
Thanks for that, Bill, and I don't mind giving up $50. That's so much damn money anyway.
That is such a dope mindset to have, Joe. You are indeed a cool guy.
I think you should go without saying that he's figure out too.
Thanks for that, Dusty. You know you're super cool, right?
Yeah. That's what an actually thing to do right now, Ben. You're super cool.
I agree. That could never be me, Joe. You need to shut up. Just shut up, okay?
I swear to God, this has to be some damn nightmare.
Just pick him out of this damn call already and focus on the game.
Sure, my friend. I'm enjoying every second of this.
How about you just act like he's not in the call?
That's an amazing idea, Bessie. I could not think of a better way to demoralize it myself. You want to do something? Seriously, all about it.
Have you had enough yet? When it's time for you to stop talking?
Please, Joe, I beg you, take the hell out. You begging now? Please. Please listen to me. Oh, God, this is so damn funny. He's saying, it's gotten so bad. You're supposed to do something all the way. Are you finally feeling what I felt there?
Hey, Bessie. No, it's not too much to ask. Could you do me a favor?
Anything for you, Bessie. I care about you so much. What is
I
it?
don't want Bob Merrick in this call anymore. Can we please stick it out now? I just want to focus on having fun with my bestie.
Is that what you really want, Bessie?
It is bestie, and I think our friends Donald and Joe think the same way. We just want to have a fun time playing.
My friends, you agree with my bestie?
You agree with your best, George. You just want to create fun and positive memories.
Same here. We don't like being Barrett, but we like being around you.
Well, I guess this is it then, huh? Good riddance, Barrett. May you suffer in loneliness and rejection. You are not worth our time anymore. Everybody say good riddance for Bob Barrett.
Good riddance, Barrett. Good riddance. Good riddance, Barrett.
Did he only think to call? I take his sorry self out. I blocked him on everything. I know you guys will do the same. From this point forward, we are going to be a Barrett-less group.
I'm super glad to hear it, Bessie.
When you get back to the game, boys.
I'm good for it if you guys are. I must say so.
I am pleasant. Next up is soda fountain. This one's almost as good as Perkaholic. You never move the 30 minutes, and it'll give you a free random perk if you purchase the perk.
It's one of the best goblins, but only if you have any Perkaholics. Good night.
Yeah, it's just objectively slightly serious. You know, that's what I think it makes the most sense.
Makes sense to me.
Next is one of the most insane fucking goblins ever powered.
Yeah, this one makes the power of strong at such a high rate for 4 rounds that it's pretty much impossible to drive on the back end.
Yeah, this one's pretty fun to use just because of how insane it is to see so many power-up drops. It's also really useful to get into high rounds if you have a lot of these saved. I think it's another S tier.
Nobody here will disagree with you there. It's an easy S tier. All right, we're finally on the last problem. It's awesome. Yeah, this one's solved one of every single problem. When you get two misses, what's not to worry about?
Yeah, it's pretty great, guys, but at the end of the day, they are just power-ups. They're temporary. Judges free first draw. I think I put this in A myself.
That is a fair point, Johnny. For the sake of finishing the kid, put it in A as well.
Let's finish this there, boys. Drop it in 18. That took a while, but we finally did it, guys. This tier list isn't too bad if I say so myself.
All right,
Yeah,
Tim.
that was fun, guys. What do we do now?
I'm gonna go take a nap. So tired. Bastard didn't even say goodbye. Anyways, I was gonna go golfing. Don't want to join?
It's time to go. So I walk down after this. Open your eyes to life's possibilities. So there you find out what inspires them.
Yeah. If you're ready to finally rank the iconic gobblegums from Blackout 3,
Hell yeah, boys. This should be a fun tier list.
I agree, Mom, that there's a lot to say about the gobblegums, so I'm curious to see everyone's take.
I love these little balls. They really make the game easier and more fun for me.
Joe, why the hell did you have the words like that? Crazy fuck.
Mr. George R. Brandon over here. We have a lot of gobblegums to get to. This list has every classic and mega gobblegum.
Hold on, George. I don't see the whimsical gobblegums on this list.
Those things were pointless, guys. Let's be real. Did anyone listen to them other than maybe one or two times when they came out?
Barry's right. Even I knew those things weren't confusing.
The same can be said for some of the regular gobblegums, Barry. Some of them are flat out horrible. Anyway, let's just get started.
All right, let's start with the classic gobblegum. First up, the line comes swiftly.
a pretty shit gobblegum in my opinion.
George, you don't even...
Yes, sir.
I need to say, in my opinion, it's a fact this gobblegum is damn worthless and never worked to empty.
I always saw this on one of those gobblegum packs that they played together with the White House game. Damn, they're
I don't even remember what this was there.
Allow me to stay sleepy. It makes you walk faster when aiming. You aim your gun and lower it more quickly. Such an underlying point of gun.
Yeah, it's just a classic gobblegum, but man, this thing is so boring and very noticeable in the
So we can always be on F tier, right?
That's fine with me. Put it out, it's not achievements, but that's where it belongs. Next up is Arms Grace. This gobblegum responds to your guns in the bleed out.
I never bleed out, so this gun is worthless to me. F tier.
Now hold on down, even if it isn't the best gobblegum for a classic, it is pretty decent and can be helpful.
Yeah, if you were to bleed out, this could really save you a lot for getting your weapons back and back a puncher in the game. It's still not worth choosing over the OP Mega Gobblegums in most situations, but it does have its use.
I agree, Bill. I think C tier is the appropriate spot.
You almost be doomed to put it that high.
Trust me, Donald, it's called looking at things objectively. You should try it sometime instead of looking at your conspiracy theory fantasy land.
Yeah, ignore this lumpy ass pumpkin and put this shit in the C tier.
As you would say, Joe, this is the load of the lark.
Hey, don't steal my catchphrase, man.
You stole the election from me. It's only fair.
Enough bickering. Let's take Donald's opinion into consideration and put it in D tier. Next up is coagulant. This gun gives you a longer day out.
Another worthless gun. I would also put this shit in F tier.
This one's not really that useful if you have decent teammates. So any of the other gun gobblegums could get an easy revive, but they could have its uses in a niche situation. I think D tier is fair.
Yeah, when I have teammates who I know have my back, like you guys, I don't really see the point of this gobblegum. I agree with Barry, D tier.
I'm fine with that. Let's just move on. Finally, we have a good gobblegum in plain sight.
Somebody say plain? Not that kind of plain, George. But yeah, this gobblegum kicks ass. The very definition of a get out of jail free card.
I run this gobblegum every single game. It's saved me more times than the amount of drug strikes Barry did on innocent children.
Slow Bill. Technically, Trump did more drone strikes than they're out, but who's counting?
Back to the tier list, this gobblegum has zero drawbacks and is just objectively one of the most useful gobblegums you can run. It has to go in S tier.
Can't argue with any of that. Let's do this. Next up is stock option. This one takes your ammo from your stockpile instead of the magazine when you fire your weapon. This one's pretty big, in my opinion. It can be cruel to use it with a wonder weapon like the atomic gun Surgeon or thunder gun, but otherwise it's not really that beneficial.
Yeah, these classic ones are all just mostly mediocre as shit. No reason to ever run them with megas exist.
I think if you're being generous, this could go into C tier, but no higher.
C tier.
Next up is Invasion. What a horrible gobblegum.
Yeah, if you waste a gobblegum spot on because you're a total noob. Bleeding out rarely happens if you're good. And this just saves you a little bit of time so you can respawn before the end of the round if you do bleed out. It's not worth wasting one of your precious gobblegum slots on, that's for sure.
I kind of like it.
Shut up, Joe. F tier, fuck this gobblegum.
Next up is Sword Gun.
It is fun. It can be helpful for getting points early in the game, but that's about it. It becomes totally useless in the high round. So running this would be a moronic choice once you unlock the mega.
Calm down, Donald. No need to get so worked up. But I agree this thing falls off completely bad at certain points, so it's a D tier at best for me.
I have no issues with that, George.
Even if you did, Joe, we wouldn't care. Drop it in D tier and let's move on.
Anywhere but here. What a great gobblegum. Yeah, another get out of jail free gobblegum, although in my opinion, not as effective as in plain sight. I don't know how many times I've used this thing and got sent only a few feet away from where I was.
It's still godly, Obama. The zombies get knocked back when you teleport, and generally, you'll probably be sent somewhere safe.
It's also useful just for getting around the map quickly if you get lucky. It can be very beneficial in speedruns too. I think it has to go in S tier.
Joe, your dinosaur ass doesn't know anything about speedrunning. But I agree, this is easily an S tier gobblegum.
I think it's more of an A tier, but one I think it. Next up is Danger Closest. Maybe a move by Swedish Flopper. This gobblegum is horrible compared to the OG Flopper. It's just not really that good when it's a limited time gobblegum instead of a permanent that lasts as long as you can.
I agree, George. Plus, I don't really find myself using explosives too often in Black Ops 3. So it's just not a gobblegum of every feature.
All of that being said, it still provides a decent effect for the character, and it lasts 3-4 rounds. So it's not entirely useless.
I think D tier would be appropriate. That was pretty articulate comment from you, Joe. Proud of you.
Thanks, Homestead.
You're welcome, Joe. Never call me that again.
All right, stop sucking each other off. Let's move on to the next gobblegum.
Next is Armamental Compass. This one's pretty garbage, too. Didn't even know this one existed to me. Apparently, it makes you switch weapons faster and recover quicker when performing melee attacks. It gives a slight reload speed boost.
You don't need to say anything else. This is an empty or gone gun. I don't even think Sleepy Joe would be dumb enough to use this abomination of mankind.
Abomination? More like an abomination. Shut the hell up, Joe. You aren't funny. Why do I always have to tell you fools to stop squabbling? Let's move on to the next gobbledygook. Next is firing on all cylinders. This allows you to shoot while scrimmaging. This is cool. I just hate how it's limited to a gobbledygook. This is as far as your base is a perfect step.
I agree, Barack. It's satisfying to shoot while sprinting. But this only lasts 3 rounds, and it's not really the most beneficial thing in the world anyway. I think C here is a good spot. I'm leaving the D here, but whatever, I just want to get through these classic gobbledygook.
I will drop it in C here, drop the drop lines, I'll put it in the teeth fairy.
These days, the best night out happens when you decide to stay in. Start building your dream backyard at Bellman.com.
Next up is Arsenal Accelerator. This is a pretty solid one. Yeah, this one's pretty straightforward. Compared to the special one that's fast with the 10 minutes. So classic, pretty good. Agreed. Although the better is the Elixir Dropout 4. So I think it's a beat-tier gobblegum. I don't really have much else to contribute here. This one's just a basic, a good gobblegum. Mixed tier is fine. Next is a weird one with some dice on it. What does this one do again?
That's the Lucky Trick, Sleepy Joe. This one makes alternate amplifiers more likely to activate in one full round.
Brilliant. 1 round with the benefits of it. Yeah, this one's decent, but nothing special. I think it just only C tier.
Yeah, C tier is fine. Let's just move on.
Next up is Now You See Me.
This one makes all the zombies chase the player who uses it for 10 seconds. And you get 2 activations with it.
This gobblegum is way too situational in my opinion. It's utterly worthless in solo. 10 seconds really isn't that long anyways.
Yeah, this one's pretty weak. You could use it to revive a teammate or something.
Ever walk out of a meeting and realize you missed half of what was said? That used to be me, scribbling notes while trying to listen. Now, I just open the music on my Mac. It records the meeting, transcribes everything,
As Hank Hill would say,
and even
yep.
As Hank Hill always says, Joe, I'm going to kick your ass.
And finally, the last class of gobblegum, and arguably the best, alchemical antithesis.
This thing is insane. Pretty much infinite ammo for your wonder weapons when you're using this.
Such a beautiful, amazing, fantastic gobblegut. Probably one of the best.
You sound like you're about to make love to the damn gumball, Donnie. But I agree. It's so OP they made it a mega elixir.
Black Ops 3.
Do we even need to say anything else?
It's undoubtedly an S tier. I don't think so, George. I'm slapping it in S tier.
Finally, we can get on to the more interesting and useful mega gobblegums.
First up for the megas is Aftertaste. This one's really strong.
Yeah, this one lets you keep your first one revived and last 3-4 rounds.
This must be your favorite for how often you go down sleeping.
Fuck you, dog, you orange, wrinkly ass bitch. I bet your dick looks like a damn baby cat.
You'd like to know, wouldn't you, people?
Come on, guys. We still have a lot of these to get through. Let's focus. Aftertaste for me is an A-tier gobblegum. It's strong, but not the best for keeping your purpose.
If it lasted forever, so you put it down, like it did in Black Ops 4 before they nerfed it, I'd probably put it in S tier. But as it is, A tier, I think it's good.
A tier is fine. Next up is Burned Out. This one is dog shit.
Yeah, this one makes nearby zombies burst the flame when they hit you, but it only lasts for 2 hits. So it's usually gone extremely fast and doesn't really help you.
If this one only activated when you were on low health, like Winter's Way on Black Ops 4, and had more uses, then maybe it could be decent. But unfortunately, this thing is a miserable excuse for a gobblegum.
Still, guys, it could save you from death on rare occasions, so it's not completely worthless. I think it's a D-tier gobblegum.
I suppose we could put it in D if nobody has any objection.
I don't even want to think about this one anymore. Let's just move on.
Next up is Dead of Winter. This one just spawns a kaboom, and you get 2 activations.
Look, it did not just call a big power up, but kaboom.
That's what the announcer says when you grab it, so that's what it's called, barrier.
Nobody has ever called it that other than you, Sleepy. And I mean nobody.
Ignoring Joe's dumbassery, this is a pretty decent gobblegum, but nothing more. Nukes aren't the best power up ever, but they can still help quite a bit.
This is easily one of the best gobblegums ever. It has to go an S tier. It reminds me of all those bombs I was dropping while in office. Good times.
I'm shocked, Obama. Usually you're the rational one, but what you're saying is Sleepy Joe levels of delusion. This is a C-tier gobblegum. B-tier if you're being generous.
Chester Cheeto is right. I think it's a C tier myself, but I can take Obama's opinion into account and bump it to B.
If you guys stop calling me Obama, and I guess I can accept that even though it's amazing, I'm cool with that. Next is Ephemeral Enhancement. This one pack-a-punches your currently held weapon for 60 seconds with 2 activations. This one's pretty weak. They can be kind of helpful early on, but once you pack-a-punch your weapon, it's completely useless.
Yeah, there's no reason to run it because of that. It just takes up a gobblegum slot once you set up. I think D-tier is fine, though, considering it can help you out in the early game.
I agree, it's just another forgettable gobblegum to be. Next is I Fear Love. This one allows you to spawn 2 random powers.
This one can either be really helpful or totally useless, depending on your luck. But I think there are more helpful power-ups than not that you're likely to get, so I would also put it in B.
My unlucky ass always gets 2 carpenters when I use this. I think it's an F tier.
You know that is fair, Joe. It's at least a C tier. I think that's the most reasonable spot given its random nature.
I agree with Trump, that's the only spot that makes sense to me. Let's just throw it there and move on.
Next up is one of the best gobblegums ever. Immolation Liquidation.
Yeah, I pretty much always run this one to get the match wonder weapon quickly. Spawning 3 fire sales is insane, but the fact you can spawn them all at once and get a really long fire sale makes it really easy to get into desired weapons.
Couldn't have said it any better myself, Eric. It's especially helpful on Revelations with the Papacon Servant, Thundergun, and Lamar.
This gobble gum is easily an S tier. You said you were going to get away. This is how I imagine.
Agreed, fellas. Glad to see so much bipartisanship for the change.
Next, we go from one of the best gobble gums to one of the most abhorrent and unholy things devised by man. Licensed contractor. Oh, you're being so dramatic. But let me be clear, this thing is awful. Easily an F tier.
Wrong! Fake news! This gobble gum is amazing. It reminds me of building my big, beautiful wall, and for that it's an S tier.
You dropped on your head as a kid, Donnie? That's the biggest load of hooey I've ever heard.
Yeah, seriously, Carpenter doesn't even repair your shield in this game. It's pointless. Really, you're joking, Donald.
I would never joke about this, George. This gobble gum is legendary. You all better show it the respect it deserves.
It's going straight to F tier. Take your respect and shove it in your shitty toupee, Trump.
Fuck you, losers and haters. You all can't grasp its true power.
Here's another amazing gobble gum. Phoenix Up. This one revives all teammates and they think they're perfect.
We don't know what it does, Barry. We run this pretty much every co-op game we play.
This is much more Easter egg runs for us than it has to go in S tier.
Joe, I'd be surprised if you didn't even remember one of our Easter egg runs.
That's fine by me. Next is Pop Shots. This one only has one purpose, killing Margot Kansas.
Yeah, that's really the only reason you would ever use this. Otherwise, it's so pitiful against the zombies and a waste of a gobble gum. I think it has to go in B tier since it really only has one purpose.
Nobody's going to argue with that, Barry. Let's just move on from this issue.
Next is Recent Cycles. This one we spent the box with you.
So wake the fuck up right now.
No, this is business.
What the hell are we listening to? Wake up, Joe.
Huh, what's going on?
You Nimrod, we're ranking gobble gums, remember? We're on respin cycle, which as we were saying before you passed out, will respin the box for you when you use it.
This gobble gum sucks ass. Pretty much just a free 950 points, and you run this, you're in the noob.
There's certainly no evolution liquidation, that's for sure.
I think this is F tier. I legitimately don't think I've ever used this.
Yeah, 950 points is so easy to get. It's never worth trading a gobble gum slot that could be used on something far more helpful.
Let's put this trash in F tier. Next, unquenchable. Now here's another solid gobble gum.
Yeah, this one gives you an extra perk slot. Nothing more to it, it just lets you buy another perk, which is always helpful.
I would personally put this one in B tier, considering you still have to buy the perk. And there's only one extra perk anyway.
That's a good point, Barry. I think we can all agree to that.
We're still not even halfway through these gobble gums, so let's just put it as big as we want. Next is Who's Keeping Score.
This one gives you 2 free double points. This one can be insane when combined with other gobble gums like extra credits.
Yeah, if you don't have shopping free, this gobble gum could be great for helping you progress through the math faster. I think it's an A tier myself.
Well, you see, I happen to have hundreds of shopping sprees from back when I spent millions of dollars on liquid video. So this one is utterly useless. I put it in C tier.
How about we be in the middle of B tier?
I think I can do that.
Sure, George, B tier is acceptable.
Next is Pep Gun. This gives you a free max ammo.
This is an amazing gobble gum. A max ammo can make all the difference between death and living to fight another round.
Yeah, there's no powder more beneficial than a max ammo. This gobble gum is very helpful for Easter egg attempts. Hide-on games in general. I think it's an A tier.
You took the words right out of my mouth, George. This belongs in A tier.
Let's put it in A then.
Next is Kill George. This one gives you 2 instant kill power-ups.
Another A tier in my opinion. You can kill so many zombies with an insta-kill, and you get 2. This can make certain Easter egg attempts a lot easier, and it's just helpful in general with playing zombies.
I agree, George. Mr. Kill is definitely the most valuable power next to a max ammo, so I think it deserves A tier alongside.
As your former BT Rock, I'm obliged to agree.
All right, let's put it in A tier then.
Next up is On House.
Another good gobble gum. Gives every player a free perk. It's straightforward and very valuable.
It's an objective upgrade over unquenchable, so if you get a perk for free and it affects your entire team, this is another big tier. Yeah, it has to go in A tier, aging gobble gum, especially if you have multiple people running it.
Good point, fellas. Let's put this one in A too. Next up is Wall Pound.
This one's pretty good, especially on the warm maps that don't have pack-a-punch.
Yeah, this one can be helpful to save points and VOP early in the game, but on maps with pack-a-punch, it's not really necessary, and it's just to save time.
It also is limited to the generally weaker wall weapon, so that needs to be taken into consideration. I think it's a C tier gobble gum. I think we can put this one in C tier 4. Next is killing time. The only reason anyone gives a shit about this gobble gum is because it's so nasty. Yeah, this gobble gum is cool, treated the strange ways it can affect the game, but it's not that great in use for its intended purpose. Instant kills work far better than this, so I'm not sure why it's an ultra rare.
I hate this one. It's like a C tier for me. Nobody ever runs this shit, let's be honest.
So, what are your thoughts on killing time?
Seriously, again? Wait the hell up, please, you know?
Hold on, let me call this trusty.
Oh shit, sorry, man. I didn't wait.
Joe, why the hell is that pretty ass song you're making?
Fuck you guys. It reminds me of better times in the zombies community. Anyways, I think Killing Time is an A-tier gobble gum. I love watching Nick Trusty Mondays so much back in the day.
I think it's a B tier myself. How about we all compromise the C?
I'm cool with that.
This next one shouldn't take long at all. Alcoholic.
Easiest S tier ever. There's almost nothing better than this. Getting every purpose as the game starts just makes everything much easier, and also allows you to get set up far faster.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've used this gobble gum in almost all my matches at B or 3. You can't argue that this isn't one of the best and most elite gobble gums.
Yeah, let's just put it where it belongs and keep going.
Next up, we have 12 spinning. This one is lame as hell.
I can think of exactly one situation where this gobble gum would ever be useful. And that's when you need to get crawlers for the void. Otherwise, why the hell would you ever want to turn a bunch of zombies into crawlers?
Yeah, this one's just confusing. Other than the void step, this thing is abysmal. I would put it in D tier just for that one use, no higher.
I put it in S tier myself. It's not like the void bone step is particularly challenging anyway.
I think I'm on Donald's side here. This thing is just stupid. Let's put it in F tier. Next is Fate of Contraction. This gives you 2 death and cheating powers. Death machines are really strong in Black Ops 3. They might as well be instant. So surely this belongs in A tier as well.
Yeah, can't really argue with that, Barry. If you die with the death machine, you're in good.
Nothing more to say here, just put it in A.
Next up is Undead Man Walking. This one's really useful for Easter eggs.
Yeah, the escort steps on Goron Crowley would be a penny without this gobble gum.
Same for that damn flag step on Shadows of Evil. Thinking about that one is giving me PTSD flashbacks.
It lasts 4 whole minutes too, which is quite a lot, especially if you've had multiple people running this.
I think it's deserving of B tier myself. It's very useful in Easter eggs, but that's about the only reason you would use it. And even then, it's not necessary when you're as good as the presidential zombies are.
We gotta think they're good at zombies. I think B is a reasonable spot. No complaints here, let's place it at B. Next up is Build and Drama.
This gobble gum sucks more than Joe's response to the East Palestine trade agreement.
Get over it, Funky Talk. I want you not to go to that place and get exposed to all that shit.
Stop arguing like an old married couple. Get drama makes all your shots to the body do headshot damage.
Oh, I love this one. I can never land with a headshot, so this one really helps me out.
Joe, you always managed to find a way to say something to make me hate you even more. This gobble gum sucks ass. You always aim for the head anyway. This is easily an F tier.
I say it's an A tier, you big bloated bitch.
Joe, none of us are on your side. This thing sucks. Let's just compromise a D tier.
Fine.
Next is on there.
But America is right. This gobble gum is awesome.
Yeah, this one basically causes the box not to move into the table. It keeps it there for a few more spins. Why would you ever use this?
It's not even that bad to just go to where the box is. Considering I always run immolation liquidation anyways, sleep in teddy bear is more rare for me than Trump telling his children he loves them. I tell Ivanka how much I love her all the time for your information, Joe. But anyways, this shit has to go in F tier. I will leave this call if it isn't.
Don't worry, Doc. Nobody here is stupid enough to argue that this isn't an F-tier gobblegum. Even Joe's detention isn't powerful enough to block the hatred he shares for this gobblegum.
Next up is Fear and Headline. It's just a weaker version of Undead Man Walking. It just freezes any zombies you're looking at. It only lasts 2 minutes.
It's definitely not as good as Undead Man Walking, but it's still at least an alternative if you don't have it. It can make certain Easter egg steps easier, but considering it does nothing about zombies you aren't looking at, it's not a guarantee for any time.
I think it would be fair to if we put it a tier below Undead Man Walking and see.
That makes sense to me.
Let's do it. Next is Temple of Gift.
Another simple one with a pretty good effect. It makes all power-ups last longer.
It was way better as a classic elixir in Black Ops 4, but it's still good. I don't really use this one ever, but I can acknowledge its benefits. I think it's just average considering it's not a classic gobblegum in this game. C tier is where it should go.
Yeah, it's not as valuable as a mega gobblegum and there are so many other great ones to choose from.
Let's put it in C then. Next is Secret Shopper. What a missed opportunity this was.
Yeah, this allows you to buy ammo for any hundred from any wall line. The only catch is it doesn't work for wonder weapons, making it damn near worthless.
Yeah, they really dropped the ball on this one. They fixed it in Black Ops 4, but in this game it's just a waste.
It's an ultra rare gobblegum too, which makes 0 sense. It's one of the worst ones. I think it belongs in F tier.
If only you were always this smart, Joe. These gobblegums deserve to be cast into the depths of hell.
All right, it's the gumball from a video game, Johnny, but let's put it in cast.
Next up is Disorderly Combat.
This one gives you a random weapon every 10 seconds and it lasts for 5 whole minutes.
This gobblegum only has one burst, and that's to get a fuck ton of points in No Man's Land before you head to the moon.
That's true, Donnie. It's extremely overpowered on the move, but just an average gobblegum otherwise.
How are we feeling about C tier for this one? I think that's a perfectly reasonable place.
Yeah, let's put it in C.
Next up is Slaughter Kit. Slaughter Slaughter.
Slaughter Kit is right. This thing has no business being a gobblegum. It should have been a perk.
The can't hold candle for the wonderful banana colada.
We could have combined this gobblegum with Danger Closest to create the PhD slider perk. It would have been way better considering the lack of new perks in BO3.
Still, it is fun to use. It's just not everything fitting like a lot of these gobblegums. I think this one should go in D tier.
D tier is fine by me. Next up is Great Power.
This one's pretty great, especially on maps with their wonder weapons in the box. And it's pretty much necessary on the world of war maps if you want to pack a punch and wonder weapons at all.
Yeah, it's a clear upgrade over wall power. I think it should go a tier above it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, on this one.
Shopping Spree. Easily an S tier. Probably my favorite gobblegum.
Yeah, this one just destroys the entire progression of the map. It only gives you a minute to buy as much as you can for free, but you can pretty much open the entire map in that time.
This one stays permanently in my gobblegum pack. It just lets you skip the tedious setup and get to the high rounds faster.
There's nothing negative or snarky to say about this one. Just God tier. Put it in action once you move on. We go from a truly amazing gobblegum to a hard display of straight-on hubris. Mind-blowing.
The only mind-blowing thing here is how they thought this was a good idea.
This one causes any zombies you're looking at heads to explode. It's cool in theory, but you really can't kill that many zombies with it. And there's just much better gobblegums to help you get killed.
I think it's a D tier. It still could be helpful if you for some reason decided to use it, but there's never a reason to do so.
It's an F tier gobblegum, so you know it to be true.
Yeah, I've never even seen a single person use this piece of shit. It has to go in F tier.
All right, we got it.
Next is Bullet Boost. This one just repacks your current weapon, and you get 2 activations.
Freaking big. 2,500 points isn't hard to come by to repack your weapon. And you usually don't ever need to repack it once you've got your preferred ultimate ammo type anyway.
Yeah, these gobblegums gobblegums that become completely useless after a certain point in the match are just never worth running. This one's probably a D tier for being fair.
Yeah, I think that's fair. It's for impatient people who don't want to save up 2,500 points. No reason to use this, really.
D tier it goes.
Next is near-death experience. Probably the most broken gobblegum ever.
Yeah, on solo, this one will give you unlimited revives for 3 rounds and then keep all your perks. But for co-op, standing near players will revive them with all the perks.
This gobblegum completely trivializes boss fights since rounds don't progress during them. And if you saved up a lot of these, you can theoretically get to any round you want since you have unlimited revives.
It has to go in S tier challenge. It's so overpowered.
Next is profit sharing. Fuck this gobblegum. It reminds me of that tiny bastard Bernie Sanders.
Calm down, Donald. The gobblegum itself is really fucking good, especially when combined with power-ups like double points and extra credit. You can get tens of thousands of points for only 15 seconds. Jordan is right. If there's one thing you love, Donald, it's making money. It's probably an 18 $.
Yeah, this one's pretty great for getting everyone set up with perks and pack-a-punch weapons. 8 tier's a good spot for this one.
All right, you guys have convinced me. My love for money has shown me the truth of this gobblegum.
Glad to hear it. Ignoring our personal feelings of how it looks, the game has to go in S tier.
If you say so, Barry, let's just move on. We're getting closer to the end of this tier list.
That's the self-medication. This one's pretty incredible. Yeah, whenever you go down, you're given a ring gun and getting a kill 5 years on the service, and it lasts for 3 uses. It's like having an entire extra set of quick revives for even better.
That's for sure. Prevents the graveyard will stop killing. So the gobblegum becomes all the worthless to high rank.
It's still really overpowered and invaluable each year at a time. It's got to go to each A.
Terry's right. I use this one all the time. It's not S tier, but A is the perfect spot.
If it'll get us through this tier list quicker, I'll agree to A.
Oh, you got it. And actually, let me sit. It's going to have to be the worst gobblegum of all time. Being followers for license contract.
I don't even know what this one does. Can someone explain?
You don't even want to know, John. Basically, if you enter one port out of barrier, it fixes all the ports at that barrier.
The worst part is, you don't even get the 10 points for all of them being fixed. Only 10 decent points.
That does sound pretty awful. How could anyone say that's good enough to put in the game?
Oh, sweet, honey, sweet. Just wait, it gets worse. Let's put this crap in half and move on to the next gobblegum. This one shows it's called Bored to Death, and it's just as infuriating as the last one we did.
This one kills zombies near you when you're repairing a barricade. I don't think we really need to mention how fucking pointless that is. Yeah, this is more dangerous than dynamic hero or shoot gobblegum. It belongs in F tier.
I've heard enough to know this is dog shit. Put it in F.
Next is Flame for X. This one just gives you 2 random mega gobblegums not in your current pack.
This one can either be really overpowered or agonizingly bad. I've personally never had luck with this gobblegum, so I don't take a chance by running it.
I think it would fit nicely in C tier, given the typical stage.
Yeah, that's reasonable. Drop it in secret rock.
Next up is Idolize. This one makes all zombies ignore you for 30 seconds, and you get 3 activations.
It's just an upgraded version of In Plain Sight. I'd say we have to put it in S tier also by blocking. However, it being a limited mega gobblegum takes it down a bit.
Yeah, the main reason people use In Plain Sight is due to the fact you have unlimited usage, so this one's not as appealing to it.
All that being said, it's still really great, and it deserves at least A tier.
Yeah, A tier's the best place. Next up is Extra Credit. This one gives you 5 bonus points power, so you're worth $12.50 apiece. This thing is awesome when you combine it with double points and profit sharing. Each player can instantly get 10,000 points.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but like I said earlier, I have so many shopping streets, I never have to resort to simply gobblegums like this. I think it should go no higher than C tier.
You're so out of touch, Johnny. This is going to be an 8 tier gobblegum.
Don't run, Conte. It'll make it happen if it's set up to do.
Alright, here's the data you'll probably find people on the internet. It is Friday. It is September 12th. Starting off the top of the board, this is normally how this thing works. Marc-Andre Fleury has signed a PTO with the Pittsburgh Penguins. It's not going to lead to him getting a contract. He's not going to be playing this season. This is leading to him playing the preseason game September 27th against Columbus Blue Jackets. I haven't seen this available on TV as yet because we're still over 2 weeks out. But I'll try to track this game down. Might be kind of fun to watch and review that game. I will be doing some occasional reviews during the preseason. Not a lot of it. In general, it is just preseason. It doesn't necessarily mean a lot, but this does. Fleury playing his final game wearing a jersey, and it'll be a Pittsburgh jersey that he's going to be wearing prior to his official retirement. Andre Schuster, a name I haven't said in video in a while, and I know this because he spent the last 3 seasons in Europe. He has signed a PTO with the Rangers, so he's trying to earn a contract with the Rangers. He could be a good depth defenseman. We'll see whether or not he earns that contract. He is 34 years of age, so I would think it would be a 1-year minimum kind of contract to be looking at. Maybe a 2-way deal for Schuster, but at the very least, he's in camp with the New York Rangers. John Kelly, when he was let go in July by the St. Louis broadcaster, through the FanDuel Sports Network, there were some upset people that John Kelly had been let go, and John Kelly admits he was upset as well. There's a good article in the Athletic where he's talking about being let go, how he was on a 1-year contract last year, but he had to back with St. Louis. He had no reason to think that St. Louis broadcast doesn't bring him back, and he was kind of devastated. He was heartbroken when he got the call and was told, no, we're going another direction, you're not coming back. He pivoted then. He is now moving to Los Angeles as he is going to be working on their broadcast team also with the FanDuel Sports Network. So John Kelly going to the LA broadcast to work with Jim Fox. I think that's going to be fantastic. We'll see how St. Louis' broadcast is. I remember I'm telling you, all that, but either way, St. Louis now will have 2 broadcasters, and the LA Kings get John Kelly. And I think that's fantastic for the Kings. John Kelly is one of the best, I think, play-by-play announcers in the National Hockey. It's going to be weird with them not calling the Blues game. And it's going to be one of those things where on a night with a bunch of games, I'm going to flip to an LA game, and I hear Kelly voice go, is that the Blues? Oh, Kings game. All right, cool. Because I do, I'll flip it around to the channels too. He gets it all the broadcasters pretty darn quick. Outside of Georgia, signed contract with the Buffalo Sabres, which I would have been yesterday. I found Stephen against that. But the reason it's sound, so the Buffalo Sabres signed Georgia, who's coming off of a career worst season between Colorado and San Jose. The reason seems to be tied to PPL. Luke is reportedly dealing with injury, and there's no timetable for the confirmed yet. They don't know if it's going to be a short-term injury or a long-term injury. They're not saying so publicly. So bringing in Georgia means that they don't know when it's the start of the season. And so this does change the goaltending picture in Buffalo fifth. Expectations of Buffalo and Browns, just in general hockey circles, expectations are not high for the Buffalo Sabres. Not high for Georgia either. So, this is one of those improvement contracts, and Georgia wants to show that the last couple of seasons were just him underachieving. Now he has a chance to show that in Buffalo, where he definitely had less pressure than he did in Colorado. I can't say he had less pressure than he did in San Jose, because there wasn't any pressure in San Jose. So moving on to Chicago. Their young defense being talked about as we get ready for the regular season, of course, preseason, precedes the regular season. The young defense is excited for the opportunity. Sam Renzel saying that they want to grow up fast and win some games. So they want to prove that while they're young, they're going to be able to do this. Renzel is 21 years of age. Levin's 19, Delmastro's 22, Kaiser's 23, Vlasic's 24. And all of those defensemen are expected to be amongst the 6 defensemen on opening night. Connor Murphy being the outlier, I think he's 32 years of age. So it's a very young one line. I have said it before, I'm kind of surprised. Chicago doesn't have another kind of defenseman. It doesn't mean to craft veteran defenseman, it just needs to be a veteran defenseman. I'm just very surprised that they're going with this much. Because we know that young defensemen can make mistakes, so mistakes they kind of go on a little bit. For 60 years.
And to coincide some that kitchen of now, it's going to be really involved. I'm going to put my clothes on and stuff like that. So, we are very highly nice, and I think everything is so very good. So I'm going to put credits for this one. So this is awesome. It's mushrooms, sausage, and sausage and sausage, right? Because we can't get those in preserved is going to be part of it. It's a big thought, so that it's such a good thing on making that to work. So that's a good thing for us. Yes, we do. Like the scale of the toothpaste, the African toothpaste. Okay, sweet. Peter?
So I'll still off those spice cans in Pittsburgh. I don't smell it like.
town again. And this is what calls the farmers market. So, we also just went to Bow Falls. That was beautiful. Now, we're going to go ahead and next town. This tomorrow, and this is mostly videos and kids that are from Vietnam. But look, so high elevation. And I don't know. I just watch it. It's based on getting out with them. Too hot. Literally mixing. I have this little, somehow this little pipe that Okay, back in camp, not on duty tonight, that means that I'm on band duty. So, in this, we organize all of our stuff to do on the buildings here during the day. But when we access to that and close those, we have to sit in the starting business because they're and all of our bed stuff is in here, and then I'll show you how we set the bed. Okay, this way, it's to make the thing, it's my rumble. If you have a little pool, it's just like possible down like this. They have so many colors and it's so lightweight, they're so warm and effective. They can. It's first my grandparents when they go. It was like a couple years ago, actually a while ago now, and because they love to road trip, go to places, stay the night. Definitely taking after them, so whenever it's available, I can sit far away. So fishing for it, and just like literally.
Enjoy them. They are spooky witchcraft.
The new DQ Fall Tree Painting. Enjoy them all before they're gone.
Hey Joe, what's up with you? Besides half the world aiming nukes in heavily populated areas, zoinks, I've had a rough couple of weeks. Why can't we all just get along?
I told her, nothing ever goes with its fine in the Middle East.
Well, you and your oil wars didn't help the situation.
You can blame me all you want. This shit's been happening since the 50s. It's pretty tough to pick a side. It's not like either Palestine or Israel's free of innocents or monsters.
Don't play coy, Barack Hussein. We all know who you're rooting for.
Why would you think that? I bombed more innocent Muslims than any president.
Bro, chill. Jeez, for once I'll admit I was wrong.
That can be cat for me. Oh, that's rich, George. At least I never bombed America. Prove it or lose it, buddy.
Can you guys stop talking about people dying? That's literally all I hear about all day, every day.
What would you rather talk about? Ice cream?
Well, yeah, but nobody seems to like it as much as I do.
It's Halloween. We gotta do something Halloween.
You actually consider yourself a man after using words like Halloween?
Shut up. Halloween is the perfect holiday to escape the horrors of real life by replacing them with cooler horrors. How about a Halloween movie theater?
I could go for that.
How about we do a draft?
Oh, yeah, we haven't done a draft since breakfast.
I saw that one. You guys are idiots. Grits are goated. Well, this time, it's much more subjective than food. We'll each pick 5 Halloween movies, and the folks in the comments will have to choose who has the best Halloween playlist.
So what constitutes a Halloween movie? Does it just have to be scary? Clearly you're clueless in the nuances of the Halloween genre. Halloween movies have aspects of horror, but just need to be festive and give you either a trick or a treat. Apparently this is Joe's trick. What the hell do you mean by that? If you get a scare, then you've been tricked. If you see some cleavage, then that's the treat.
There's some truth to that, but not necessarily. It doesn't have to be anything specific to make a Halloween movie. Most of them are horror movies or creature features, but there are even children's movies that work just as well.
Sounds like too much tolerance. In my mind, the only good movies to watch around Halloween are ones that are truly scary. It's the season to embrace your inner fear.
And I see your point, but any movie you want to watch while curled up in a heavy blanket on a chilly autumn night is welcome. The way I see it, only movies worth rewatching every year at a time to get a selection. A bunch of college kids get opened up by a mentally ill dude in an iconic mask. Okay, well, let's get started. And like the movie tier list we usually do, let's try not to spoil as much so the viewers can experience the films on their own.
Sure, but what's this order about? How come Joe gets the first pick every time?
Because I'm the president and you're not.
We're going from newest to oldest presidents. No fair. I get last pick? Don't worry, George. We're doing snake drafts from now on, so you'll get 2 picks at the end of round 1. I guess I can look at that.
Don't worry, George. Knowing Joe, he totally botched the first pick again.
So what are you going with, Jim?
I'm thinking it's going to be a tough one.
It should be.
Hurry up. It'll be Christmas by the time you think of one. Give me a minute. I deal with Putin all the time. I don't need you rushing me.
You got this, Joe.
Kung Fu Panda. No, Nightmare on Elm Street.
We'll say it, yeah. Really?
Of course, Sleepy fixed the fucking Sleepy Slash.
Wait, what's Nightmare on Elm Street?
Gotta stick to the original.
There we go, first pick.
With literally every week in there, but not so much. Here comes Johnny's David Coat. Sure, it's a classic, but do you really want Fred Cooper in Dreamland every single year? You're goddamn right, but I thought it was Santa Hero's sister.
Come on. This movie had a ton of creative things that sets it apart from the rest. The infamous finger knife glove is still the most unconventional main weapon for any horror film. Honestly, I was expecting a lot of this to go. This movie is just that this time.
The acting does not hold up. Plus, Freddy Krueger is in it for just over 5 minutes of screen time. For me, it just makes the moments we do see him super spooky.
That's fast. He never really stays on screen for too long in any of the sequels either. 90% of it is just figuring out what the fuck is happening. Usually, if you enjoy the villain himself, you'll find something to love about all of this sequence. Even the Freddy vs. Jason movie. You gotta give it up, though. Krueger is one of the most iconic slasher villains.
Sure, but he's not the most iconic.
That's highly debatable. Most kids have never seen a horror movie yet somehow know who Freddy Krueger is.
Maybe because kids are immature and he looks like ball sacks. Ball sacks are very scary when you aren't expecting them.
Yikes. Overall, it was the time for the trip. What are you doing, Dan?
I'm going with the most classic Halloween movie. Halloween. You can't just have the whole holiday. We're ranking the movie. Title of the movie is Halloween Sleepy. Try to keep up.
Good one. How can you not have a Halloween movie in a Halloween movie draft? Which one are you going with?
Joe had a point. You gotta go with the classic. I'll go with the original from 78. First pick.
He's right on this one. The kills themselves are so iconic that they define an all-new genre, specifically about gory knife kills and jump scares. Halloween is one of the biggest success stories of any movie. They had like no budget and managed to build an undying legacy.
The music and the theme itself helped massively. Fine. It's a pretty great pick. The film is unmatched in the most important aspects of a slasher movie. Creepiness and titties.
My favorite genre is cliche. At least when the wife and girlfriend make you watch a horror movie at this time of year, you know you can always look at a nice guy or something.
That.
2 great picks to start, boys. The slashers are flying off the board, so I think I'll have to take mine before they're all gone. Feels great on. Well, I know what I'm thinking. Is Scream one of the choices you're thinking about? Oh, shoot, you totally got it. That's what I'm going with. Specifically, the original Scream 1996. The franchise as a whole is wildly entertaining. Even the newest one, Scream 6. Is that the one with Jenna Ortega?
I'd like to see her genitalia. Ever since Wednesday, she's been rent-free in this head.
Not only is it scary, but it's a comedy and comedy.
I don't want to know how many sexually harassing phone calls this movie inspired. How many were done by you? A lot less since Color ID has come out.
This movie also helped the entire genre. By this time, Halloween and Elm Street movies had passed their prime through some indie sequels, and this movie represented a resurgence for the slasher movie. Now, Ghostface is so iconic that you can't go one Halloween without seeing someone dressed up as him.
That's because a 5-year-old Chinese kid can make 1,000 of those costumes for $10.
Sure, it's a cheap costume, but you can't deny the film's influence on pop culture has been massive.
I prefer Ghostface and scary movies. Although those movies are memes, you can't deny the greatness of this one. The cold open provided a huge shock to everyone because Drew Barrymore was advertised as the star only to be killed so early.
A great subversion for the audience. The film also paid respect to its predecessors throughout the duration. The question, what's your favorite scary movie, is pretty much the film's motto.
What about Want to Play a Game?
He said that too, but I think another franchise did it better. Ghostface is just so iconic over the phone that anything he says will get referenced by everybody. Screamer is a good pick, but I lied. I wasn't going to take it. It was either of my next two picks. Yes. What are you picking instead? Well, I'll start with the mother of all slasher films, Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Homegrown horror movies must hit extra hard, huh?
They do. I remember everyone in Texas lining up to see this film at release. I also enjoyed the remake that came out during my time as president. This movie is sick in the fucking head. I know, right? Isn't it great?
Gross.
I don't know about you guys, but this shit made me super uncomfy, and I wouldn't go out of my way to rewatch it.
Come on, old pussy. You're really going to chicken run on us now after we all picked basically the same type of movie?
I wouldn't really consider this in the same category as any other slasher listed so far. Firstly, it centers around a whole family of psychotic cannibal killers, not just one main villain. This film was just ahead of its time. Leatherface provided all we needed in a standard slasher villain. The other weirdos just added to the chaos.
I can hear what Barack is saying. The cringe coming off this film was almost too much at times. I'm glad the trends of these films followed Halloween instead of this one. The effects were great for the time, though.
I hear you, but sometimes you gotta get freaky with the freaks.
It's not just about saving time, it's about expanding what's possible.
Most college kids are dumb as rocks, but the ones in this movie take the cake. Most of the victims walk directly into the cannibal's lair for no reason.
They deserved all the torture they got, to be honest. All right, George, what's your second pick?
I can't believe this one fell. Friday the 13th or
Right now, all the other slashers are represented.
Jason is another legend of the genre, even if he was a rip-off of Michael Myers. Fuck that. Jason brings a lot to the table.
Like a machete in a hockey match. I can't believe Obama is out here talking shit about Jason. You two have so much in common.
What the hell do I have in common with Jason?
Neither of you can swim.
I can swim, you fucking bigot.
Oh, right. I was probably thinking of your personal chef. What a shame that he died so mysteriously at your residence.
Are you calling me a murderer, you oversized Cheetos?
Well, you have hung out with the Clintons plenty of times before, so I wouldn't put it past you. You also have the highest KD of anyone here.
You definitely smoke some people, bro. And not all of them deserve it. You're not a fucking murderer. Well, not anymore. Just get back to the movies, damn it. Yeah, so pretty obvious why I chose this one. Rip off or not, it's a legend of its own. Dude never tastes anything. He just slow walk towards everyone with utter certainty of their death.
Seems like there was a lot more dark magic stuff going on with Jason than any other slasher besides Baby Freddy. Freddy vs. Jason was pretty good too. I wouldn't put it on my list, but it's pretty good.
I don't respect it. Just like Alien vs. Predator. Yeah, look to WWE for horror movies.
But once I'm with you, Joe, it wasn't that bad. This movie was better for me, at least. Camp Crystal Lake had a great time.
The subplot of the Revenge Mother was another cool twist.
Two good picks, George. You're back up for Obama.
I think I'm going to leave the slasher genre and head toward a true modern horror movie. I'm going to go with The Conjuring.
Okay. A lot of modern horror movies kind of blow, but this one is tremendous.
This whole horror is just fucking bomb. From Annabelle to the Nun, it's pretty much all done. The villains are such interesting characters. It feels kind of creepier. And you know, these are based on real people and allegedly real events.
The amount of times I had to look away or even leave the room during my first watch was crazy. I would normally call you pussy, but this thing had me flinching all the time.
Great writing. The world building made the scary parts hit so much harder.
Probably the scariest haunted house in film history. I love the location. Just by looking around the property, you could tell instantly that something horrible happened there. That fucking tree makes you want to become a lumberjack.
That's pretty amazing. I love this movie. I actually watch it every single year around Halloween.
With my dementia, it's like the first watch every time I see it. I can't do that again.
That's fair. It's also fair that it's the first movie that really doesn't have anything to do with Halloween specifically, but provides the horror that you look for this time.
Paranormal stuff and things are always a lot scarier than just some dude with a knife.
What's that next time?
I think I'll follow suit with Obama and go for another one closer to today. My next pick is the city. Ah, little demon boy.
Another modern masterpiece. That really keeps the next level.
That one jump scare that comes out of nowhere in broad daylight and I'm so fucking bad.
I really enjoy interdimensional and different plane of existence parts of this movie. I still prefer The Conjuring, but this is a close second for the scariest horror movie of our age.
Fuck this. My life would be a living hell if my actual self was stuck with a demon every time I got sleepy.
It sounds like you're about to ask us on a start.
Yeah, get your crystals the fuck out of here.
Finally,
Nobody asked. Such a gem, thing to say. I don't really see a connection with this and Halloween. You can associate pretty much any horror movie with Halloween. The entire point of this fucking holiday is to put you fear. There's a difference between getting a jump and shitting your pants. Like Obama said before, doesn't even need to be a horror movie to be a good Halloween movie.
well, you're up to give us an example.
The fucking greatest Halloween movie ever made fell all the way to the end of round 2. And you should all be ashamed. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's the greatest. How come you didn't take it first?
I made a calculated gamble based on all of your sick obsessions with the slasher film.
Holy shit, just from the sicko mode.
How could Christmas movie be in the Halloween movie draft?
Wait, what?
Well, are you actually stupid? This is clearly a Halloween movie. What makes you say that? Well, I don't know. Maybe the fact that they changed "This is Halloween" a bunch of times gave it away. Did you even watch this movie? No, I actually haven't.
Yes, I did. Well,
This is why nobody will look at you seriously, you big old pumpkin. Oh my God, shut the hell up. What's so great about this film?
It's a timeless childhood classic that covers all the bases of Halloween and has touched millions of hearts everywhere. It's one where not only the kids enjoy it, but the adults can tear up as well.
I don't like stop motion. It makes me want to puke. You make me want to puke right now.
Stop motion is great. It takes such skill and patience to make an entire stop motion film, and they're almost always one to watch just for the artistic achievement alone.
Donald is just a dumbass and doesn't respect